Hi everyone. Today we'll be exploring how we can create custom evaluators to evaluate our LLMs and Langchain apps. So let's get started. So first of all, we'll be creating a baseline agent using Langchain, which act as a teacher and gives us a brief answer on everything. So for this, the code I've already explained in previous videos, but I will be giving a brief. So first of all, you need to pip install Langchain and OpenAI. Once you're able to do, you need to import the required packages, basically majorly the prompt, chat prompt, system message prompt, and human message prompt, and then evaluation, load evaluator, and evaluator type. Now, the template that we'll be using for this teacher is you are a teacher, give me a brief answer for anything asked, which would be acting as a system message prompt for us. And the human template would be the variable, that input that we'll be passing. So if something is you are not able to get it, you can refer to my previous video on LangChain for beginners, where I have covered this code. Then we will be creating this LLM chain. We will be creating a LLM object using the API key, and then the chat prompt would be passing as prompt, which is a combined prompt using system message prompt and human message prompt. So now this particular agent will be acting as a teacher for us. Now coming to the crux of this video, how to build a custom evaluator. So this custom evaluator can be divided into two parts. One where we have a ground truth, other where we don't have a ground truth. So in case of ground truth, there will be a couple of things that we'll be looking at. In this particular case, as you can see that I have built a scorecard as a custom criteria. So I am trying to customly score the answer given by the LM depending upon the ground truth that has been given. So the metric that I'm naming is accuracy. You can name it anything, ABC, XYZ. Then I'm creating a custom scorecard key. If the answer is irrelevant, give it a score 1. If it has minor relevances but doesn't align, give it score 3. If it has moderate relevances, give it score 5, like this. Now, one important thing to note is that while creating this load underscore evaluator object, I'm passing this labeled underscore score underscore string. This is very important because this indicates that we have a ground truth. The next parameter that we are passing is criteria, that is score criteria, which is this particular dictionary that I have created, and then the LLM object. So do remember that when we are using evaluators, we need to have two LLMs. One is for the app that we have built, other is for the evaluator itself, because internally the evaluator is using LLMs only to evaluate your answers. Now, once you are done with this, we'll run this prompt how to make tea and get predictions. Now, in the evaluator dot evaluate underscore string function, we will be passing three parameters. One is a prediction made by the LLM, the Langchain app that we have built. Second is a ground truth reference. So I have given a short answer on how to make tea, and the third would be the input. Input would be the prompt. Now, once you are able to do this, we'll be seeing the results. So LM has given this answer for how to make tea. To make tea, start by boiling water in a kettle while water is heating, and a very long answer. Now we are more interested into the reasoning given by the evaluator and the score. So as you can see that the score is 10. So in a scorecard, this was the best that it could have given, and it has given a reason also. The assistant response is accurate and aligns well with the reference answer. It provides clear step-by-step instructions on how to make tea, etc., etc. Here you can see that it also added a couple of extra steps, but this looks to be slight enhancement to the reference and doesn't alter the actual answer. That is why the rating has been 10. Now looking at a second example, this is quite interesting. We are using the same scoreboard that we used for the above prompt. Which team has won second most cricket World Cups, including both T20 and ODIs, and how many in each category? Now the reference text here is West Indies has won the most cricket World Cups, that is 4, 2 ODI, 2 T20. The rest of things remains the same. We are still passing the labels underscore score underscore string label in the load underscore evaluator function. Now, if you look into the answer given by the LLM, it says that it is India, which has won the second most cricket World Cup, which is wrong. So here you can see that the rating has dropped to 5. The assistant's response is inaccurate. The correct answer is West Indies, not India, as they have won the second most cricket World Cup. So again, the reason has been given. So here you can see that how custom evaluators can be built out for problems where we have a ground truth, and it works quite fine also. Now moving on to the second use case where we don't have a ground truth. In that case, we are creating custom criteria. So if you had followed my previous video on evaluating Langchain and LLMs, we have a default set of criteria available like conciseness, relevance, coherence, correctness, etc. Now here we can make custom criteria also. So the custom criteria that I have built is spiritual. The assistant's answer should be deeper sense of purpose and meaning in life. Now, in this particular dictionary that we have created, custom criteria, you can have multiple criteria, custom criteria that I will be showing next. and the final score given by the evaluator would be a combined score for all the criteria present in this particular dictionary. So let's see. So in this particular custom criteria, we're talking about spirituality. We want the assistant answer to be spiritual. Now the prompt that I've given is which team has won second most cricket World Cups, both T20 and ODI, and how many. Now the one major change that you will see for uh, problems where we don't have a ground truth is that we would be using a label score underscore string and not labeled string as we were using in the above case. And also in the evaluator dot evaluate string functions, here you can see that the reference parameter has been removed. So now looking at the Langchain's answer, Langchain has given some answer. The team has won second most World Cup is India and all that stuff. Now look at the rating given by the sentence two. Eventually, it is not using the ground truth also, but it says that the answer given doesn't include any spiritual aspect of the question, which is about deeper sense of purpose and meaning of life, right? And hence the rating is very low. Now look at the second example where I'm providing multiple criteria. Spirituality involve numbers. The assistant's answer should have numbers. Requires internet. The assistant's answer should have facts and require external resources. So I'm providing three criteria, and eventually scoring would depend on that now. Now, the answer lump sum remains the same, but the scoring rating has improved to 8 because even if the first criteria is not matching, the other two are matching, and hence the score has improved. And the reason has been given. The system then provides a clear and concise answer to the user's question. It states that India has won the second most World Cups and provides specific number of wins, which was our second criteria. The answer also require internet resources to provide accurate information. Hence, the third criteria is also matched. So here you can see that even if the first criteria is not met, the other two criteria have matched and the score has improved. Now, in the third case, I am removing the spiritual case criteria and just using the involved numbers and requires internet. So you can see that how the rating has jumped to 9. So in this case, you can make custom evaluators for both the problems where we have a ground truth and where we don't have a ground truth using evaluators from Langchain.